Women are represented as being in control of their relationships in CST. This is shown in Tally's blood as AMDM clearly represents women as being confident and controlling through Rosanella. Of course I'm right, now come on. The way she addresses her husband clearly shows her high status in their relationship. Women are represented as knowing how to get what they want in CST. This is shown in a conversation between H and L and TB. What if Massimo says no? Lucia, I'll just cry. AMDM clearly demonstrates that in Tally's blood women are aware of the power they have in relationships with men and can use it to get what they want. In CST, women are represented as being mentally broken. We see this in Tally's blood as AMDM represents women as being unable to cope with the loss of their husband. You know, my mammy still makes up my dad's peace every single morning. We've tried to tell her. Being H's mother is seen as being deeply affected mentally and emotionally as she cannot bring herself to accept the death of her husband. Women are represented as being prejudiced in CST. AMDM shows this in Tally's blood when she highlights Rosanella's prejudice towards Scottish women. These Scotch girls, they're all the same. They go out with you for one thing, because your father's got a show and they think you've got money. She makes it clear to Franco that he should be marrying an Italian girl. Women are represented as uneducated in CST. This is shown in Tally's blood as AMDM portrays women as being uneducated through Rosanella. Lucia, what's it say, tell me what it says. She shows that women are dependent on others to help them function within the society, in this instance needing Lucia to read the newspaper to her. Women are represented as unconventional in CST. Despite coming across as traditional, it could also be argued that Rosanella appears as being unconventional, as she has no regard for what her family and the village in Italy think of her, if it means getting what she wants. To let everyone in the village know I'd disgraced my name and brought shame to my whole family. Oh, it was lovely, so it was. Women are represented as sad in CST. In TB, AMDM portrays women as upset over the loss of their loved ones. Lucia, my auntie Rosanella, cries all the time. Hughie, so does our Bridget. Rosanella and Bridget are used to highlight this sadness. Women are represented as stereotypical women of the time and men should weep. I'm working for my own unpaid love. ELS makes it clear that Maggie is a typical woman of that time. She has virtually no life outside of her home, and her role is to look after her family while the husband tries to find work. Women are represented as being modern and independent and men should weep. ELS uses Jenny as a character who is going against what is expected of her. She is a young woman who at the time would be expected to stay at home and help her mother raise a family. Just because I was born here doesn't mean I have to bide here. However, she makes the decision to leave home and live away from her family before being married. Women are represented as being loving and men should weep. I still love John, and what's more, he loves me. Here we clearly see ELS portraying women as loving and depending on love. Maggie is happy as she feels loved by her husband. Women are represented as cynical towards men and men should weep. ELS uses Lily to